Hi, my name is Kerry MacGregor, and I'm a co-author of the Ice Chips children's book series published by HarperCollins Canada. This is the series that's for 6 to 8-year-olds, and it's written by Roy MacGregor, who's my father, and me, Kerry MacGregor, and illustrated by Kim Smith. This is book 1, The Ice Chips and the Magical Rink, and I'll show you the other books. What I've really got to show you today is a craft that we've got, though, for all the kids who are staying at home. But just for the background. So Ice Chips and the Magical Rink, this one takes place in Saskatchewan. It's about a hockey team, and the kids go traveling through time, and they go back to places and times where they can meet their hockey heroes, who are famous hockey players, but they meet them back when they were kids. In this one, The Ice Chips and the Haunted Hurricane, the kids go to Nova Scotia. I'll give you the cities, but not the names of the heroes. This is book number 3, The Ice Chips and the Invisible Puck, where they go to Calgary, to the Calgary Olympics. And this is the latest book, The Ice Chips and the Stolen Cup. And in this one, they go to Ottawa, which is where I'm from. Now, for the craft, we have this plan. And it was given out at bookstores when we launched our first book. So I was thinking, why not take it farther? This is Scratch. And when these kids travel through time, Scratch is the ice resurfacing machine that goes around their rink. And when he does that, something magical or something involving very complicated science happens. And when the kids cross the center line, they skate really fast, and once they cross the center line, they travel through time, and that's when they go to other places, and that's when the adventure really begins. So this is what we had. If you print it out, you can print it out in different ways. I think I ended up printing mine in landscape, and I ended up with this. This is the little scratch that we had as an activity for kids to make. And so I started with this, and this we'll put online for you. And I was thinking, what if we made an entire hockey game? Kids don't have hockey at home right now. There's no real hockey on TV unless you want to watch old games, which is cool too. But what if we used our imagination and tried to make our own hockey games? Even, I don't know if you wanted to act anything out from the book, that'd be pretty cool too. So what I did is I made a plan for a hockey net. And you can make your own. You can probably make one better than I did. But this is the plan that I have, and I'll put this on online too. And if you print this off, and then you follow the instructions, you fold down here, here, and here, but you cut out all around all the rest, then you can put it together to make this. This is how it printed out. This is my hockey net. And I ended up coloring the inside as well because it prints on only one side. This is the beginning of my hockey game. So there's a net, so you'd need 2 nets, obviously, unless you want to just play a game of shinny. And then you need a hockey player. So for my hockey player, I asked my daughter if she would be interested in drawing a hockey player for me. And she started out, but she got a little frustrated. She was trying to draw the picture of Lucas, the main character, Lucas Finnegan, from here. So he's got his mouth wide open, and she drew the top, and I ended up drawing the bottom. So what we did for the craft was I took an old pastry box that we had, and I glued him onto it, and then cut it out like this, just to make him a little bit harder, because he was on regular paper. And we drew him, but then we have a printer, and we copied him, and we printed him out again. So if we wanted to, we could make a team entirely of Lucases, or we could make different players. And now what I've done here is I made a little slit here, and then I made a piece of cardboard that's shaped like that with a little slit here. And then they just go together like that in a little X. And now we have our ice resurfacing machine, we have our net, and we have our player. And I was thinking we could make this, we could put this in, something like this, and then we could turn the player like that. But I was afraid of poking my eye out. So I thought maybe it would be better if we had some popsicle sticks. We've got these lying around the house, and we've only got one piece of tape which has hair on it from when my daughter decided to cut her bangs the other day. But that's all we've got, and that's what we've got to work with. So this might work as an idea if you wanted to make your players that you could move them. Or you can just move the player as it is. And what else do I have? This is what we decided to use as our puck. But you could use some crumpled up paper, a marble, you could use anything you want. And I would love to see your art if you can make some players. You can make the players that we have here. Lucas, Swift, Edge, any of the players in the books. You could even make the Blitz twins if you dare. And or you could make your own players, or you could make the players of your own hockey team. But I would love to see some of your art if you can send it to us, or a photograph of your game if you stage a game, and if you make a video, oh my goodness, I would love to see that. And if you could do play-by-play for it, wow. So these are the pieces. I'm not sure if I'll give you the player. This is just our player. You can make your own. But we'll see how people do with that. We'll have the plans for the ice resurfacing machine and for my little net. And we'll put that on the internet for you, and hopefully you can come up with some good stories yourselves. Use your imagination and bring a little hockey to life. Thank you and good luck. Bye.